What is up? What is up? What is up, y'all? It's your girl, the Nasty Girl. What is up? Look, tonight is. Let me say it like that. Tonight is November 17th. This is the 17th day of November. Shout out to y'all Scorpios. Shout out to my play sister Crystal. Today her birthday. I believe it's the 17th. So shout out to you. And tomorrow is her sister birthday, Denise. So shout out to you. That's my chicken strip. Denise is my chicken strip. So shout out to y'all. Happy birthday. It's still Scorpio season. It is still Scorpio season. Then we're going to come up on these stanky Sagittariuses, boy. I'll tell you about them later. But anyway, I hope y'all have had a great weekend, are having a wonderful week this week. To start, look, what happened this week? Okay, so road tripping out. We road tripped to Missouri. So we left Wednesday. Got on the road about 5 p.m. We probably would have got there earlier, but there's a lot of traffic in Houston. Getting through 5 o'clock traffic in Houston on a Wednesday, of course. So we got to Missouri at about 5 a.m. Thursday morning. Went up there for my little brother's retirement ceremony. Congratulations to him. He's officially retired from the I don't think he hit his official day, but he had a ceremony, so he officially retired from the U.S. Army. So we went out there, hung out with them, had a good time. We drove into St. Louis, had a good time. Y'all waiting on me to lean further back and a titty to pop, but I'm not gonna do it. Anyways, had a good time. Drove back, got up. Now the plan was to get up at like 4:30 Saturday morning and come back, but we had got back from St. Louis at about 1:30ish, 2 o'clock in the morning. So we didn't get up at the 4:30 hour. We was just getting down in the bed around that time. So we left about 8 a.m., which I figured about 8 a.m. And we got back to Houston about 10 p.m. Now, let me tell you why it took us longer to come back. Even though I felt like it was faster, it took us a little longer. Why? Because when we left, like coming in, like on 44, coming in during the dark, we couldn't see nothing. It was just dark. Going out, we was at the daylight time, so we started seeing the sign, the world's greatest candy factory, and the candy factory, and we got cotton candy, and we got this candy. We got to laugh at now. Now look, when they said taffy, I mean, you say licorice, taffy, you got me. So we done, and my sister said, hey, we going to the candy store. So we stopped at the candy store. And we was in the, and I should have took a video of my sister because she was just in there. She grabbed a basket as soon as see, I didn't grab no basket. But then my niece went and got me a basket after I started getting stuff. So I had a bag full of taffy. My bag full of taffy was $25.50. That's how much taffy I bought. But we had a good time. Now my sister spent about, well, I spent about $100 too, but I think she spent about $200 now. She spent about $100 too. But they had Funko Pops. They had all kind of candy, chocolate, old school drinks and stuff like this. So we had a good time in the candy store. Got on the road. We just kept stopping. We just stopping here, stopping there. We just kept stopping. I don't know why we stopped so much going back, but we just kept stopping. So that's what took long. Then we got to Dallas. And when we get to Dallas, that's our second home. That's where my mom and my grandma from. So like once we get to Dallas, we feel like we home then. So got to Dallas. Well, we was in Plano and hit some traffic. But then, you know, when they say they in Plano, they from Dallas. If they in Mesquite, they from Dallas. If they in Arlington, they from Dallas. You know, because Dallas is really small. And then you got all the stuff on the outside, Lancaster, all that. But look, so didn't, you know, all y'all say y'all from Dallas, but y'all really from these other little pieces. Y'all need to rep y'all city instead of saying Dallas all the time. But anyway, here's some traffic there. We actually went roll by. Now we sold the houses. We went roll by my grandma's house and seeing how they changed it up. And then we rolled by my auntie's house. And then we rolled by fast because there was a lot of people outside over there. And my grandma's house is still for sale. So rolled by them. Got back on the road. Shot on down here to Houston. Now you know we got to stop at every single bucket. So going, we hit all of them except one. Coming back, we hit the one we didn't stop at, and then we hit another one. And we stopped at a couple of like QTs and stuff like that. So, anyways, we had a good little trip. We had a good time out there. We went to Topgolf. That was my first time ever being at Topgolf or playing at Topgolf. So I'm gonna be at Topgolf all the time, probably. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoy y'all week. I actually have watched a couple of movies. I've been watching Tubi, y'all. Let me just say that. I've been watching Tubi. Now, a couple of them been pretty good. I'm not going to even say what they was called. Y'all watch it at y'all own leisure because, you know, these not really expensive, well-budgeted movies. But it's been a couple of them that's been pretty good because I go to sleep on it. And then I wake up and rewind it to go back to where the last part I remember seeing before going to sleep. Look, I'm done. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And if you do it better. Hey! Before I leave, and I just say that, look, 5 Voices, 5 Mics podcast every Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tune in, chime in. If you on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit your notifications so y'all can see when we coming on. We are live every Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We finna do a relationship series, so y'all need to tune in and give me y'all input on what y'all think. Look, I'm the only single one on the podcast. I'm the only one that's single, I believe. So anyway, don't do nothing what I wouldn't do, and if you do it better. Deuces.